Good evening.
Welcome to the 16th Annual Community Works Conference. My name is Heidi Joseph, and I'm a member of the organizing committee that runs Community Works. More than 100 volunteers have worked tirelessly these past few months to bring this event to you. And welcome to those of you who are upstairs listening and watching this event via telecast. You are an amazing group, representing more than 200 different nonprofit agencies, creating thousands of opportunities which enhance the lives of hundreds of thousands of people. And it's awesome to feel how much energy and effort comes from you. The volunteers of Community Works, thank you for attending tonight and hope that you take this opportunity to enjoy, learn, question, sit back, engage, network, have fun, make new friends, and reconnect with old. It's a tall order, but we can do it. Let me take a few moments of your time to explain logistics for the evening. You already know which workshop you are attending for each session. We ask that you attend the workshops in the order indicated on your name tag. Workshops are full and seating is reserved. If you forget where to go, look at your name tag. Okay. We have boxed dinners for everyone. There are 5 choices. You can take any one of the 5, and there are no reservations for dinner. After the keynote, please exit through the back doors, and the boxes will be 1 flight up in the registration lobby. Bring your dinner to your first workshop to eat it there. We've built in a small amount of time to eat before the workshop begins. Please use this time to talk with other folks in your workshop. They have interests similar to yours. After all, they signed up for the same workshop. Please don't let this opportunity pass you by. After the first workshop, there'll be a 15-minute break for refreshments. There are 2 locations for the break, the same area where you'll pick up your dinners across from check-in, and on the 2nd floor on the 200 level. This building is a little tricky. It's a beautiful blend of old and new architecture. It has lots of steps, many staircases, hallways, twists, and turns. I want to assure you we have never lost anyone, and I can promise you that you will find your classroom. We have tried to make it easier by placing signs throughout the building to assist you. There are restrooms on this level, on the 1st floor, 2nd, and 3rd floors. None on the check-in floor. On the upper floors, the restrooms are on total opposite sides of the building. All workshops will begin and end on time. The conference ends at 9:15, and our committee will use your feedback to shape next year's conference. So please make sure you hand in the evaluations. And last but not least, please keep your cell phones silent. If you haven't already silenced them, please do so now. Okay, all the volunteers of Community Works are grateful to the Rotary Club of Princeton and to Princeton University for their ongoing support of this event. Tonight, I am honored to introduce Kristen Applegate. Kristen works for Princeton University as the Director of Community and Regional Affairs, and she's been a big supporter of Community Works. Please welcome Kristen.
Wow, what a great group. It's so good to see all of you here. And I just want to say, whoever on the committee, or maybe it was a committee decision to come up with this circus theme, it is fantastic. As a former nonprofit director, I was always juggling something. I was always trying to sell tickets to something. It was really important to have a good ringleader, and of course we always had to have a great crew. So I just say to Marge and your committee, fantastic decision on your theme. On behalf of Princeton University, my colleagues in the Office of Community and Regional Affairs, I'm really pleased to welcome you here for the 16th Annual Conference on Volunteerism. This event is a wonderful example of the type of community outreach that's important to Princeton University. Through various campus and community-based group volunteer efforts, thousands of undergraduate and graduate students, faculty, and staff volunteer each year here in our local community and bring to life the university's motto, Princeton in the nation's service and in the service of all nations. We congratulate and thank all of you who have taken the time to be here this evening. The organizations that you all represent are the very fabric of our community, and your time and energy are the lifeblood of those organizations. The university is pleased that we can participate in this annual event by offering the use of our somewhat tricky to get around facilities, and I hope that you have a productive, fun, and worthwhile evening. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kristen. And now for our keynote. It is an honor and a pleasure to introduce my dear friend and founder of Community Works, Marge Smith. Only with her vision, drive, and amazing ability to engage community has this conference become the largest nonprofit conference in the state, and it is a totally volunteer enterprise. Marge is a nonprofit consultant and facilitator with experience in every aspect of nonprofit work. Her commitment to empowering nonprofits to accomplish their goals has been recognized by many locally and nationally. And most importantly, her gifts have been shared by thousands of people throughout New Jersey and beyond. To Marge, it's about making connections, making a difference, and about having fun all at the same time.
Welcome. This conference is a gift to you, in case you didn't get the point. Our committee is totally volunteer, and each workshop leader is donating their time and expertise. I once read a statement that volunteers are not paid because they are invaluable. I think that is really true. We cannot pay someone to care, to make the extra effort, to nurture a child, or to be passionate about a cause. Just imagine what our communities would be without volunteer and nonprofits' efforts. Tonight, we are surrounded by people who care and who choose to make a difference. As I've been watching all the news about the snow and the weather, I kept thinking, what would be like if instead of each inch of snow, the media would spend an equal amount of time on what different nonprofits are trying to accomplish and what is working. Unfortunately, the climate of the news is gloom and doom. We focus on the temporary snow and ignore the fact that many are trapped by poverty, lack of education, addiction, etc. Each one of you could name how people are trapped. Our Community Works Conference is based on the belief that by connecting with others, finding out resources, and gaining skills to do our challenging task, we will be more effective in addressing these issues. Nonprofits and volunteers are the feature of this evening. Indeed, we designed the networking around the belief that each person is truly a gift. We cannot do everything, but each one of us is doing something. It is your challenge to find out what others are doing. Forget the rule, don't speak to strangers. Talk to people you don't know and find out how they are involved in the community. If we don't tell our stories and share our expertise, how will we know the good that is happening? The other rule that does not apply is that it's not cheating to copy somebody else's idea. Indeed, we hope you will find out best practices so we can better address the challenges in our communities. The box idea can also be copied as a way to celebrate and thank your volunteers, boards, and staff. It is quite simple. Each person in your group receives a box. Then each person in the group writes words describing the talents that that individual has brought to the team. So at the end, individuals leave knowing what others have appreciated about him or her. This is a meaningful way of saying thank you. And I went to a funeral recently that someone had done that, and the daughter read the words that the person had in the box. We take so little time to just focus on the person. When you think about it, the greatest gifts in our lives are the people. Each person is truly a gift. This conference is our gift to you. We hope you will find how individuals in this room are transforming our communities. Since the media doesn't recognize their accomplishments, let's be sure we do. May the box you receive also be a symbol of your passion for making a difference. May it provide you the inspiration to continue your good work and face the ever-increasing challenges of the nonprofit world. Now for our keynote. Tonight we are fortunate to have Tom Von Olsen and the Clown Academy. Our reasons for choosing them were many. It is important to have fun, right? And laugh. 2, there are many ways to convey information, and having a circus as an analogy seems appropriate. 3, youth can and need to be part of our equation. They have a lot to offer, and as you will see, they can do things we cannot do. 4, the Clown Academy also demonstrates a commitment to service. It is a summer service camp that is dedicated to teaching children and young adults circus arts. After a few days of intensive training, the students take their show on the road and share their talents with Children's Hospital, cancer clinics, and other organizations that can benefit from the gift of laughter. Let's give a warm welcome to Jim Cordingley, our ringmaster, Tom Von Olsen, and the Clown Academy. Stephen Kovitz, Jimmy Betty, Ron Stingle, Pam Van Olsen.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Community Works 2014. We all know from experience that without balance, you will never ride a bike. You probably started on a tricycle and perhaps never made it to a unicycle, but probably did make it to a two-wheeler. Although bikes get harder as you lessen the number of wheels, in nonprofits, balance becomes more challenging as you add more to the equation, such as volunteers, new programs, etc. Everyone here could add to this list. While watching this demonstration, keep these ideas in mind. Like the basics of riding a bike, to succeed as a nonprofit, you need to be patient, motivated, and committed. When learning any skill, it's smart to start small and grow big. Remember, nothing is perfect the first time you try. We all have skinned knees to prove that. What may look easy takes practice, determination, and motivation. know from experience that without good communication, life can be chaotic. How often do we try to save money and time only to lose both due to ineffective communication? Undefined roles, unclear expectations, and wrongful assumptions can all lead to hurtful and unproductive outcomes. Keep these ideas in mind. Know who and know who's who and what roles they play. Everyone knows the sage advice, don't assume. So when in doubt, ask. Poor communication has a high price that you can't afford. Blame is not a motivational tool, but listening is.
Yes, I know. We needed that proposal to you like at noon, but it was supposed to get here hours ago. We need this grant. This will, our company will be ruined if we don't get this. And we just sent it to the printer to make it look pretty. Hello? Well, we're ruined.
It should be coming. I mean, I sent it to the printer. They said they'd bring it.
Well, it should have been here at noon. Let's check where it is then.
Wait, you know how you're always telling us to save money?
Yes?
Well, instead of using the usual company, use this other one. It's called Package in Jiffy.
Package in a jiffy.
Yeah, they say if you don't hit your package in Jiffy, you won't get it at all.
Well, I guess we learned that the hard way.
Hey, I'm Jimmy.
Jiffy?
What? You! It's your fault! Oh! It's your fault! How could you do this to us? I'm sorry. What?
Because of your company's ruin.
That's good.
It's not enough.
Okay.
Whoa. Hey now.
We'll try.
It's fun to try.
Okay. Excuse
Whoa! Oh my!
Did I see that for a second?
My turn.
Who are you?
I'm Jiffy from Packaging a Jiffy. If you don't get a package in a Jiffy, you don't get it at all.
Wait, so if you're Jiffy,
Then who's...
I'm Jimmy from State Farm.
I was on the phone with you earlier. Yeah, Jimmy.
That was not very neighborly of you guys.
Right in it. Well, Jiffy,
What are you doing?
as do you.
To be on top of your game, oops, sorry. To be on top of your game or on the ball, which I just wasn't, you need to be organized, timely, and know what skills are needed to accomplish the task. And who has them? Remember, in an organization, no one's a lone rider. Ideas to keep in mind are, teamwork enables us to create something that otherwise wouldn't exist, something far superior to what one person can achieve alone. Being on top of our game allows success in the organization and allows the community to thrive. Nonprofits perform many juggling acts: volunteers, funds, resources, personnel, assignments. You know, some of us can juggle many different things at once, while some need to limit their juggling act. After all, nothing is worse than letting it all fall to the floor because we try to do too much on our own. Remember, knowing your skills and limitations and those of the people around you will help you keep all the balls in the air. recognize the importance of your bottom. By that I mean, you can't get to the top unless you have a strong base. Funders, volunteers, board, staff, community, and anything else your organization needs to be successful. Keep in mind the strength of your current foundation to have realistic expectations about what can be accomplished. As you watch, the things to consider are: a strong base is only the beginning. Balance is essential to an organization's formation, and planning, communication, and recognition are needed for this achievement. Where's the wrong? To thank them for their amazing and inspirational presentation, let's give our performers another round of applause. Now, enjoy your evening, meet some new people, and enjoy the rest of the evening.
I'm sure I want you to enjoy the evening, but we're very fortunate that there are a lot of experts in this room. Someone, Jim Wickenden, who does national searches, is well known in terms of the field of private schools, works with tremendous number of boards all over the country and in other countries, has offered to pitch in and run the workshop on the board, Essence of an Effective Board. So if you want, you can go to that workshop, or you can, but we have another pro in the room. So thank you for volunteering, Jim. Go for it. Have a great evening.